So, I have told you already about one chakra, that is Muladhara chakra, the Muladhara where Kundalini resides. Then about the Nabhi chakra, from where it rises, the Swadhisthana chakra, which moves round and round and creates the Bhavasagara. I have also told you about the spirit, the flicker of light that exists in the heart, which is looked after by Shiva. The flicker of light, which is the Sakshi, which is the witness. It is like a flicker that you find in a gas light. Now, the gas itself is not enlightened. The gas itself is the energy, but is not enlightened. The flicker is enlightened. When the gas passes over to the flicker, it also gets enlightened. That is what is Sahaj Yoga is. That is what is the Kundalini awakening when it touches that flicker. But the flicker has got the seat on top of the head here, which is known as the seat of the Sadashiva. And this is the form or aspect of God which is existence. God, Shiva, is existence. And this is the first form which emerges into all these forms, like the seed emerges into the whole tree and becomes the seed. And ultimately, at the dissolution point also, it becomes Shiva. That's why it is known as Shiva, means a permanent form. It doesn't go into any formations. It doesn't incarnate. It is a witness which watches. That's the aspect of God. So you have got three aspects of God. The first one, which is the Shiva, which is the existence. The second one, which is the creator, which is Brahmadeva. And the third one, which is Vishnu, which is the sustainer, which evolves, which gives evolutionary movement, which incarnates, which has incarnated 10 times. Now, the chakra above that, you see in the center, which we call as Sacred Heart, is in the center. Is known as the cardiac center. You can say Hridaya chakra. You all know what is Hridaya chakra. Is placed here, behind, in the medulla oblongata, but outside also is a cardiac plexus. Now this center, the cardiac center, is governed by the deity Jagadamba, the mother of the universe. Parvati, wife of Shiva, the power of Shiva, takes her place here to help the struggling evolutionary human beings who are trying to evolve themselves, to protect them from the satanic, from the demonic forces. She is known as Lalita. She is known by many names. They say she has been incarnated 108 times. She has been incarnated many a times. She has incarnated as a Amsha also, as a part of her, has also been incarnated. She is the essence of Raksha, is the protection. A person who suffers from insecurity gets this throbbing here, he gets disturbed. People who suffer from fear have this problem here. She gives us the protection. She is the protector. And she is the mother of this world, Jagadamba. On the right hand side of the heart exists, left hand side I've already told you, right hand side exists the symbol of Sri Ram, and his power is Sita. Sri Ram is at an evolutionary stage, came as a leader on this earth, as an incarnation of Vishnu, 8th incarnation. And he tried to show the political leadership of a divine nature. He incarnated on this earth 12,000 years back. And at that time, in the whole awareness of human beings, the idea of a leader, as a political leader, was born. He is responsible for creating the political awakening within us 12,000 years back in the human awareness. His power was Sita, his wife, who was a very simple woman. But she was the form of Adishakti. We know she was. Because at that time the people were very sensitive, they could see that. These days people are not. They cannot make out a Ravana from Sita. See, that is what is the condition of our sensitivity. This is the central force, is known as the force of Mahalakshmi. So the Lakshmi is born as Sita for the first time as a human being. On the left-hand side force is known as the force of Mahakali. Vidyut, I wanted to meet you. अच्छा, पार हो गए ना? अच्छा. What time are you leaving? अभी खत्म कर ले lecture. Can she come tomorrow? Tomorrow morning is the meditation. Oh God. काठमांडू में जा रहे हैं. अच्छा. I'm also going to Kathmandu on the 16th evening. Will you be there? All right, so you can give her the address. I will try to contact you. All right? May God bless you. So, the left-hand side power is known as Mahakali's power, and the right-hand side known as the Mahasaraswati's power. Now, the central power is for evolution. The central power, or you can say the central ascending column, is meant for the evolution of man. So you are born, all of us, in the Bhavasagara state. Now you have to ascend from one to another to another to another. The higher one than that is, as I told you, on the right hand side is that of Sri Rama, and his power is Sita. The complete form of Vishnu came to human beings 6,000 years back as Sri Krishna. That is at this chakra known as Vishuddhi chakra. Sri Krishna is the complete form. Why we say the complete? Because for him the whole play, the whole Leela was to be just seen. This whole creation was nothing but just a play created. He had reached that stage and he talked of it. He said, Nainam chiranti shastrani, nainam dahati pavak. You cannot be killed by any instrument or by anything. And he did samhara. His greatest quality was that he killed many demons on this earth. Now those who talk of non-violence will say, oh, he was a violent man. There is a divine method which has to be employed to kill those demons. That was needed. And he did kill. He was the incarnation of a diplomat. What is a diplomat? Diplomat is a person who is a sakshi, who is a witness, who plays the divine diplomacy. He played the divine diplomacy, and you are still in that diplomacy when you read Gita, very much. I'll tell you in 2 sentences how to understand his diplomacy in Gita, very necessary. He said, in the very beginning, at the very outset, that you seek him within yourself. He told Arjuna, you seek him within yourself. You have to become a sakshi. Arjuna, being a mediocre, asked him a question that you are saying that you must seek him within yourself, you should become a sakshi, a witness, and here you are telling me to go on the war, to kill people, to kill my own brothers, kill my own relations. What he wanted to say that it's all a play, but it only becomes a play when you become that witness, when you are realized. That's what he told him. But Arjuna was a mediocre in this respect. So he being a father, he understood. Like a father who comes out of his hut and sees his son beating the cart. So he tells him, you bring the horse in front of the cart, then only the cart is going to move on. But the child, the son, doesn't want to listen to his father. He says, no, I'm going to beat the cart. So he plays the diplomacy, the father. The mother does not. Mother tells you the fact. So he played the diplomacy there. Divine diplomacy. He says, all right, you go on beating. But keep your attention on the horse and you will go forward. That's an absurd thing. It cannot happen, He told something absurd. So he says, all right, do your karmas. But put it at the feet of the Lord. You cannot do it. It cannot be done. This is something, an impossibility, because there is an ego in you. If you do any work and if you think, oh, I am putting everything at the feet of the Lord, you are just deceiving yourself. This is his diplomacy is played with you. You cannot. Those who believe in such a thing should know that it's a deception. It can only happen when you become a hollow personality. For these people now, those who are realized, you will see, they will say, it's going, it's coming. Then do not say that I am giving, I am doing. You have to become a hollow thing like this, which just stands and sees and passes through it. The divine has to flow through you. And about bhakti, about the devotion, dedication is another diplomacy. You see his words. You see, nobody sees. I am surprised. They have written 500 books on Gita. Nobody has seen this simple point that he has played a diplomacy with you, because you do not know that you are not beyond ego yet. You have to go beyond it.